Hello everyone, welcome to Intelligence Kernel. I am Shimontini and today's topic is narration change, transformation of direct speech into indirect speech, part 3. Now guys, in part 1 and part 2 we saw that what is the definition of narration, what is the definition of narration change, what is a reporting verb, what is a reported speech, how can we transform a direct speech into an indirect speech in case of assertive sentences, how can we transform a direct speech into an indirect speech in case of interrogative sentences. Now today we will learn that how can we transform a direct speech into an indirect speech in case of imperative sentences. Now guys, I would suggest you to first watch the first two parts of the narration change series, then come here to watch the third part, because I will use references of the previous parts to explain this part to you. So it will be easier for you if you first watch the two videos first, then come here. Now guys, here in this channel I upload new videos about English and English grammar. Each week I upload two new videos. The first video is a tutorial video of a particular topic and the next video is the practice set of that topic as well. So every week you not only get to know one new topic, you completely get to able to master it by solving practice sets alongside me. So if you are a student, or if you are searching for jobs, or if you want to write something on your own, it can be anything, a story, a poetry, anything, and you don't know where to begin to improve your English grammar skills or English skills, then this is the right channel for you. Now guys, before we start today's topic, please subscribe to Intelligence Kernel, hit the bell shaped icon beside the subscribe button so that every time I upload a new video here, you get immediately notified about it. Alright, so now let's begin. So, narration change, direct and indirect speech, part 3. The first thing that we need to learn is what are imperative sentences. What are imperative sentences? Sentences that convey a command, instruction, request, advice or proposal are called imperative sentences. Alright, so what's the example of an imperative sentence? For example, close the door. So this is an example of imperative sentences. So guys, this will be necessary for you to understand that how do we use imperative sentences in narration change and how do we transform a direct speech into an indirect speech in case of imperative sentences. Alright, now let's begin the next part. Imperative sentences transforming direct speech into indirect speech. We will see what are the rules. First one, the said to in a direct speech changes into told, ordered, requested, advised, proposed to, suggested to or forbade in the indirect speech. Alright, we will see the examples in the later segment of the video. Now we will only see the rules first. Right? Now what's the next rule? To introduce the reported speech, to is used. Fine. Now the next one. In some cases, no use of that to introduce the reported speech. Now I will tell you what are the some cases in the later segments as well. Now the next one. For negative sentences, not to is used. Fine. Now the last one is this rule. If sir or madam is used in the reported speech, then the word respectfully is added in the indirect speech. Alright, we learned all the rules. Now we will see the examples or how the rules work. First, the said to changes into told. What happens? Firstly, how do we recognize that? Firstly, the reported speech starts with let. Secondly, no use of that in the indirect speech. Examples. First one, direct speech. He said to her, let me open the window. This is a direct speech. So, as we said here, what are the cases where said to changes into told? Firstly, the reported speech has to start with let. Here, in the example, we can see that let me open the window. Here, the reported speech starts with let, right? So, in this case, we will see that said to is changed into told. Let's see. The indirect speech for this one is, he told her to let him open the window. Now, let me tell you what is happening here. Said to, first of all, changes into told. Why? Because the reported speech starts with let. Now, we already learned in the previous rule sections that each reported speech starts with a to. The to here introduces a reported speech in an indirect speech in case of imperative sentences. So, he told her, then we will obviously omit the comma and the inverted commas. We already know that. Now we will put a to here before we transform the reported speech here. Now we will write it like this to transform the reported speech. Let me open the window will be let him open the window. Obviously, me here is transformed into him because the reporting verb is in past tense, right? So, this is how we transform a direct speech into an indirect speech in case of imperative sentences where the reported speech starts with a let. Alright, now we will see the next example. Direct speech. Ella said to him, let me finish this work. The indirect speech for this one is, Ella told him to let her finish that work. What is happening here? See, the reported speech starts with a let. So, Ella said to him will be Ella told him. Now the comma will be omitted. The inverted commas will be gone as well. Now we will use to here. Now guys, I hope that you already know after to we always use the present form, present tense of a verb. Alright, so after to we will just put the whole reported speech exactly as it is here. We will just change the me into her because here the speaker is Ella. Alright, now obviously this will be changed into that. We already know why. We already discussed this into the part 1 of the narration change series, right? Now this one is done. Now we will see the next one. The said to changes into ordered. What happens? How do you recognize that? Firstly, reported speech contains an order, right? Now the next one. No use of that in indirect speech. And for negative sentences, do not is replaced by not to. Let's see some examples. First one, direct speech. The teacher said to the students, submit your papers. Firstly, we have to see that the reported speech contains an order, right? Submit your papers, this is an order. So, here the said to will be changed into ordered. We will see in the indirect speech. The indirect speech here is the teacher ordered the students to submit their papers. What's happening here? First of all, the said to will be changed into ordered because the reported speech contains an order. Now, we will omit the comma and the inverted commas. Now we will put a to here, right, as we already saw in the rules. Now we will write submit their papers. See, here we used the verb submit because we already saw that after to we always use the present tense of a verb. Lastly, the rest of the part of the sentence. Your papers will be their papers because the teacher said this to the students. Alright, now let's see the next example. Direct speech. The teacher said to them, do not make any noise. Here the indirect speech is, the teacher ordered them not to make any noise. Again, said to will be ordered because the reported speech contains an order. Comma and inverted commas will be omitted. We will see here that this is a negative sentence, right? So we saw here that do not is replaced by not to. So here the do not will be replaced by not to here. Now make any noise will be exactly how it is, make any noise. So that's all for this one. Now let's see the next one. The said to changes into requested. Firstly, reported speech contains a request. Second, no use of that in indirect speech. For negative sentences, do not is replaced by not to again. So let's see some examples. First example, direct speech. He said to her, please lend me your notebook. Here we can already see that please lend me your notebook. This is a reported speech which contains a request. So how will we change this direct speech into an indirect speech? He requested her to lend him her notebook. What is happening here? Said to is transformed into requested. Comma and inverted commas are obviously omitted. Now we will use a to introduce the reported speech in the indirect speech. Now please lend me your notebook will be simply lend him her notebook. Alright, so this is how this happens. Now we will see the next one. Direct speech. She said to her roommate, please do not overcook the food. What is the indirect speech for this one? Indirect speech. She requested her roommate not to overcook the food. What's happening here? Said to is replaced by requested, obviously because the reported speech contains a request. We will omit the comma and the inverted commas, obviously. Now see, this is another negative sentence. So the do not here will be replaced by not to, as it is said here, do not is replaced by not to, right? So please do not overcook the food will be not to overcook the food. And guys, we will omit the please here. See, in both cases we didn't write the please. So after not to, we will just write the rest of the sentence, which is overcook the food. Alright, now let's see the next one. The said to changes into advised. What happens? How do we recognize that? Firstly, reported speech contains an advice. The next one, no use of that in indirect speech. And lastly, for negative sentences, do not is replaced by not to. The examples, first one, direct speech. She said to her nephew, always believe in yourself. Now, always believe in yourself, this reported speech contains an advice. This is an advice. So, what will be the indirect speech? Indirect speech. She advised her nephew to always believe in himself. What is happening? The said to here is transformed into advised. The comma and the inverted commas are obviously omitted. Now we add the to here. Lastly, always believe in yourself will be always believe in himself, because she said this to her nephew, right? So that's the first example. Now the second one, direct speech. Mother said to the boy, do not waste time. What's the indirect speech for this one? Mother advised the boy not to waste time. What is happening here? See, said to is replaced by advised. Comma and inverted commas are not used. Now this is a negative sentence. So do not is replaced by not to. Lastly, waste time will be exactly how it is. Alright. Now what we will see is the next one. The said to changes into proposed to or suggested to. How do we recognize that? Firstly, reported speech contains a proposal, right? Now, use of should before the verb of the reported speech. Lastly, for negative sentences, should not is used before the verb of the reported speech. Let me explain it to you. Example, the first one, direct speech. He said to her, let us go for a walk. Now guys, this might confuse you that this reported speech starts with a let. So we already saw a type where the reported speech starts with let. What happens then? We already saw that previously, but you have to understand that let us go for a walk, this is a proposal, right? He is proposing something to her. So this will not be the same as the previous one. What will happen here? We will see the indirect speech. He proposed to her that they should go for a walk. Now guys, we will see what are the things that are happening here. First of all, said to will be proposed to, like we said here, right? Now the obviously commas and the inverted commas will be omitted, obviously. Now that will be used here. This is a case where that is used in case of imperative sentences, where the reported speech contains a proposal. Only then that is used in case of imperative sentences. Alright, now let us go for a walk will be they should go for a walk. See, we already told here that should is used before the verb of the reported speech. Here go is the verb, right? So before go we will add a should here. Now obviously us will be they and for a walk will be exactly how it is, for a walk. Alright, so this was the first example. Now the second one, direct speech. She said to the children, let us not fight with each other. The indirect speech for this one, she suggested to the children that they should not fight with each other. What is happening here? Obviously, said to will be suggested to, because again, let us not fight with each other. This is another proposal, right? She is proposing something to the children, that what they should not do. Now, we will not use the comma and the inverted commas, obviously. Again, we will use that here because the reported speech contains a proposal. Now, us will be they, right? Because she is saying this to the children. Now, this is a negative sentence. So, what did we see here? In the negative for negative sentences, what happens? Should not is used. So, not will be replaced by should not, right? Should not is used where? Before the verb of the reported speech. So fight is the verb of the reported speech here. So instead of not, we used should not before the verb, which is fight. Now with each other will be exactly how it is with each other. Alright, so this was all for this type. Now we will see the last type where the said to changes into forbid. So let's see what happens. Firstly, how do we recognize it? The reported speech starts with do not. Now guys, earlier we saw that there are numerous examples where the reported speech started with do not. So let me tell you that whenever the reported speech starts with a do not, you can always change the said to into forbid. But you can always understand the tone of the reported speech, then change it accordingly as well. But it will be easier for you if you just change the said to into forbid whenever you see the do not in the reported speech. So now let's see the next one. No use of that in indirect speech. The words do not will not be used in the indirect speech anymore. So let's see some examples. First example, direct speech. He said to me, do not worry about this. So do not is used in the reported speech. So whenever the words do not is used in the reported speech, you can always change it like this in the indirect speech. He forbade me to worry about that. Whenever you see do not in the reported speech, you can always change the said to into forbid without thinking about anything, right? So said to will be forbid, comma and the inverted commas will be omitted. Here again no use of that, we won't use that here, so we will just use to. So do not will also not be used in the indirect speech, as we saw here. Do not will not be used in the indirect speech. So after to we will just write worry about this will be, which will be worry about that. This will be changed into that, as we already know this. Alright, now let's see the next example. Direct speech. She said to Tony, do not forget to bring the files tomorrow. The indirect speech for this one, she forbade Tony to bring the files the next day. What is happening here? Again the reported speech starts with a do not, so obviously the said to will be replaced by forbade. Comma and inverted commas will not be used. Do not, we won't use the words do not here. Instead we will just put a to and the rest of the reported speech, which is forget to bring the files tomorrow. That will be forget to bring the files the next day. Obviously tomorrow will be changed into the next day, as we already know this. We already discussed this in the part 1 of narration change. So this was all about transforming direct speech into an indirect speech in case of imperative sentences. So guys, that's all for today's topic. If you liked the video, hit the like button and share it with everyone you know who might need help with English grammar lessons and their practice sets. Now guys, previously I already uploaded many videos in the channel, many tutorial videos and their practice sets. So make sure to check all of them out. I will give you the link of every video that I previously uploaded in the comment section below, so you can check it out from there as well, and I can assure you that those videos will be benefited to you to improve your English knowledge. Now guys, if you have any question about today's topic or if you have any thought about today's topic, you can write all of them in the comment section below and I'll see through every single one of them. Lastly guys, subscribe to Intelligence Kernel and hit the bell icon beside the subscribe button so that every time there is a new update in the channel, you get notified about it right away. So guys, that's all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.